Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. We're going to be doing chapter 10, which involves electronic commerce, digital markets, and digital goods. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about e commerce. E commerce came into being it started about in 1998, and it started peaking pretty fast because a lot of companies could use it pretty fast simply because of the internet. So over the years, it has become pretty mature, and I would like to talk a little more about the digital markets and the digital goods as such. So we're going to be talking about the unique features of electronic commerce. What do you mean by electronic commerce and electronic business? What are the possible revenue models? What kind of transformed marketing through e-commerce has evolved, and how it has evolved, and how it has affected B2B transactions or business to business transactions? We'll talk a little bit about the mobile commerce and business, and also what is the e-commerce presence at present at right now. Today, the use of internet and the web is predominantly done to transact business. Every company is trying to get into this business. Even restaurants are having online carry out and ordering and things like that using electronic commerce. Electronic commerce, it grew exponentially in the late 90s, and then it was a stable even in a recession. Companies that survived the dot-com bubble, basically it was in 2000, 2001, are thriving now. The ones that did not survive, of course, went away and gave rise to new business models. The new e commerce is integrated with social, mobile, and local technologies, business models, risks, and processes. And most of the applications have moved from desktop to smartphones. So everybody is using smartphones pretty much for electronic commerce. The growth of electronic commerce, as you can see, is pretty good, right? Right from 2009 onwards, it has gone exponentially high. In the early 90s, there was some stagnant praises, but then later on, it moved up after the bust of the dot-com bust, as you can call it. The reason electronic commerce is different is because of its ubiquity. That means it is available in all places, it can be found in all places. The market space is virtual. That means you can buy and sell and transact goods virtually. The only thing that is not virtual, of course, is everybody knows that is shipping of products. The digital products are virtual, but the physical products are the ones which have to be done using UPS, FedEx, and United States Postal Service and all the other carriers. E-commerce is different because of the transactions can take place across culture and across national boundaries. So you should be able to buy things from India or Japan or China or Europe or Africa, wherever. The universal standards have been established. There are internet standards, there are technology standards, and we'll be talking about some of these later on in this course. The richness has increased over the years. The support of video, audio, text, voice over IP, All these have become made the e-commerce to be very easy to use as well as easy to implement. The interactivity between various companies and various actors in electronic commerce has increased quite a bit. There is a lot of cost transparencies that enables price discrimination. E-commerce has also evolved to personalization or customization of products because technology can be easily used and these technologies are available so that we can modify what we are trying to market or send out messages or what we are trying to show our customers about their products and goods and things and also on the social effects and social values, so on and so forth. The social technology has generated fantastic amount of information and marketing and content generation. And also, social networking has enabled companies to market their products effectively and efficiently. The key concepts are digital markets and digital goods in a global marketplace. You all know that the internet and the way that we are using internet to sell products or buy products in a digital market has changed the way companies conduct business. For instance, Walmart was a few years back. You go to shopping in Walmart, you go to the shop, you go and buy things, whatever you want, and that was the end of it. But Walmart now is going in a big way to create a digital marketplace for themselves and for their customers. Because of the electronic commerce, searching for products has become easier. The transaction costs between customers and the companies have reduced quite a bit, and the pricing is also very competitive. There is a lot of disintermediation that has happened over the years as well. So let's look at the benefits of disintermediation. So let's take a sweater. So a manufacturer is trying to sell a sweater to a customer. Okay? If the manufacturer traditionally goes through a distributor and then a retailer and then to the customer, it costs them $48.50. That's, for instance, if a manufacturer makes a sweater and gives it to a distributor, and that distributor has got retail stores, and those retail stores, if they're going to sell those sweaters, it's going to cost them, let's say, $48.50. The same sweater, if I exclude the distributor, if I go straight to the retailer, the manufacturer goes straight to the retailer, to the customer, it's going to cost them $40.34. But if the manufacturer has a website and opens that website for a customer, he can sell it for $20.45. The only reason that all the manufacturers are not going through to the customers directly and they use the retailer in most instances is because of marketing, how to market their products to the customers effectively. You can still see some products being sold online directly from the manufacturer. Those are very, very cheap. You can see that. But you can also buy some of those products in Kohl's or Sears, or sorry, no more Sears, right? Kohl's or Macy's. That is going to cost because they're going to take some money as well. Digital goods or like softwares and audios and videos and music and movies, etc., can be delivered over a digital network. Netflix is a common place for digital goods or digital soft goods or videos or movies. The cost of producing is entirely the cost of the product, because after that, your internet is, they're not going, you just load it up in the internet and the customer pays for the internet and then buys it over the internet or gets it delivered. The delivery cost over the internet is also very, very low. The marketing cost at least remains the same. Maybe in some cases it might be even high, because you might have to publicize it more through um, you know sports events and TV shows and all the other things. Industries with digital goods are undergoing revolutionary changes. For instance, book publishers, record labels, all these companies are going through a big change right now. Let's look at e commerce. There are many different types of e commerce, but the three major ones are business to business, which is, for instance, ChemConnect is a business to business or B2B firm that establishes connection between two businesses. Business to consumer, that you see all the time, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, all these companies are business to consumer. Consumer to consumer is eBay, where I can put my products and trade them or sell them. And these are found, there are many of marketplaces where you can actually buy and sell and trade. And these are the consumer to consumer. E-commerce can be also categorized by the platform. For instance, mobile commerce, which is m-commerce, where you use mobile technologies like smartphones and things, and smartphones and tablets to actually buy and sell and do all the trades and exchanges. The business models of e-commerce have also evolved over the time. You have portals, like MSN is a portal. MSN basically is a portal simply because it is one way or one entry to many things that you can do. For instance, MSN can help you to buy products, see the news, watch videos, so on and so forth. Same with Yahoo, Google, YouTube. All these are portals. E-tailer is a retailer using electronic commerce. For instance, Amazon is a e-tailer. Content providers like MSN and Yahoo, they provide content for day-to-day activities and day-to-day news and so on and so forth. There are enough transaction brokers. For instance, Zillow.com is a transaction broker for houses. There are market creators, like, for instance, Wix.com, GoDaddy.com. They can create these simple, easy marketplaces. Service providers like Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, they're all service providers. They are internet service providers. There are other service providers in every walk of life in the electronic commerce. There are community providers like AARP for retired professionals. They are community providers.